And howdy. Welcome to the old Corral again. Well, you know, all work ceases and pleasure begins when it comes time for the old Corral get-together and songfest to start. The boys have tied the horses to the hitching post and hung the saddles on the fence, picked up the fiddles and guitars, and are just about to burst forth into song and melody. The only thing that's holding back right now is that they're still bowing and smiling at Sally Foster who just arrived. And I know she'll do some fancy singing for us, too. Hey, Sally?
I'll try, Pappy.
All right. Oh, yes, and there's Foreman Nosy Waters standing back there with a hat in his hand. Tells me, though, he's got a couple of dandies for us, too. But first, I suppose we start out with the bunkhouse singing something about that Fort Worth jail, you boys.
Way down in Fort Worth jailhouse, feeling kind of low. Nobody cares about me, 'cause I ain't got no dough. Number 5, so black and shiny, took me off to jail. My good gal said, so long, Daddy, 'cause I can't go your bail. I've got it. Put me in a cell so dreary, turn the lights down low, fed me beans and hardtack cornbread, said they'd never let me go. All you ramblers and take warning, don't go near that big cow town. Never trust the stockyard baby, 'cause he'll always let you down.
All right. I thought I heard a woman's voice in that singing. Was Sally in there singing, too? Yeah, George, that's all right. Well, here's Ozzie. Now, Ozzie, are you all set to
I'm all set, Pappy. Feeling all right. Do a little song called Wonder Valley.
That'll suit me swell.
How I'd love to wander down to Wonder Valley, cross the meadow where the brook comes winding through, with a gal out yonder down in Wonder Valley, whom I vowed to wed 'neath skies forever blue. I'll never forget her tears the day we parted, as the love light in her eyes came smiling through. I'd give all I own to be in Wonder Valley, just to wander once again, sweetheart, with you. How I'd love to wander down to Wonder Valley, cross the meadow where the brook comes winding through, with the gal out yonder down in Wonder Valley, whom I vowed to wed 'neath skies forever blue. I'll never forget her tears the day we parted, as the love light in her eyes came smiling through. I'd give all I own to be in Wonder Valley, just to wander once again, sweetheart, with you.
Well, Sally, would you favor us with a little song now, honey?
Would I favor you? I'd be glad to sing with you, Pappy, and for you.
All right, let's do something like an old country garden.
All right, here it is. Play it, Slim.
I've been thinking for several days now what story I'd tell you when we got together for this little song fest. And now I'm minded of Mac Barrett. He was a foreman of the Lazy Y Ranch out in Colorado. And of all things in the world, I reckon he loved horses the best. Well, one spring, a herd of wild horses began making raids on Mac's corral. And one by one, Mac's ponies would disappear. And finally, he swore he'd get the ringleader of these wild horses that were taking his ponies away from him. And it was the start of a long, hard chase. The first night he waited for the horse to show up, the leader, that is. The big stallion, as black as Ace's Spades, did show up, and he got a good look at him. He's a tremendous horse, could run like the wind. Well, by the end of September, Mac had built a corral trap in one end of a blind canyon, and it was in there that he hoped to trap the black stallion. And somehow he managed to do it. Yep, the huge black led his gang right into the canyon, and Mac and his boys banged the gate shut. Well, the next day, Mac sat on the top of the old corral and admired that black stallion. His hide was sleek and glossy. His legs was long and powerful. His nostrils wide and sensitive. His mane full and black as ebony. The big horse pawed and paced the ground and searched every inch of the corral for some possible chance of escape. Suddenly, Mac felt inside of himself a craving to own that horse for his very own. Day after day, Mac and his boys would try to saddle the big black. But he fought off every move he made. Finally, they managed to lasso him, truss him up so he couldn't move. Then Mac went in, got a saddle on him, and then he got on the horse, and they turned the black loose. Strangely, though, he didn't move. No bucking, no raring in the air. It was just as though his spirit had been broken in an instant. Well, Mac slowly climbed down, told the boys to open the gate, took off the saddle and slapped the black on the back, and there was a sudden flurry of hoofs, and the massive horse went through that corral gate like a streak of black lightning. Well, after all that work, Mac let him go free, and I asked him why he done it. He said, well, that stallion would have died with a bit in his mouth. Guess he's like me. He won't belong to nobody. And somehow, whenever I meet somebody like that, man or beast, I feel better if I know he's breathing the air he wants to, the way he wants to. I'd have liked to kept that stallion, but I reckon I like it better to know that he's still his own boss up in those hills. Independence, my friend, is worth having and worth keeping. And now, how about a song for you, huh?
That's a mighty fine story and reminds me of a song, as long as the story's about Colorado. Pining for the Pines.
All right.
You've heard the songs of dear old Alabama and homesick songs of every land and clime. Songs about old pals and songs of Mammy. My song is of the Colorado Pines. I'm pining for the pines in Colorado. I've wandered the whole world through. My eyes fill with tears as I think of the years that I've wandered away from you. Each night in my dreams there's a picture of a place where the hills beat plain. Take me back to Colorado and never let me roam again. Play one, play. Colorado. I've wandered the whole world through. My eyes fill with tears as I think of the years that I've wandered away from you. Each night in my dreams there's a picture of a place where the hills beat plain. So take me back to Colorado and never let me roam again.
Well, that was fine, Ozzie. I enjoyed that song a lot. Well, sir, looks like it's about time to lock the gate on the old Corral for this little song fest and get together, friends. But we sure enjoy having you join us each time. Suppose we make it a date for the next time we get together. We'll reserve your seat up there on the old top rail. In the meantime, this is Pappy Cheshire talking for the whole gang, saying so long, everybody. So long.